third best tool. It's actually not the third best. I should not go in order. This is the third tool I thought about over the homeschooling years, and it's a fly swatter. Fly swatter. Fly swatter? Fly swatter, yeah. This one's cut down, so I got these in a bunch. I got these like 3 dozen of them, and I just cut them down to my flashcard size so that whenever the kids smacked them, it was easier to just smack one at a time. We use this for our speed rounds. If you have See It and Say It, you know what a speed round is. And 5 little hands trying to touch the right word or the right item in Spanish sometimes can lead to accidental injuries. So this is a great way to do it. This also works with flashcards, calling out numbers, states, categories of animals. It works with so many things. If you want to point at things up on the maps, I don't know, do you have maps? I have maps up on my wall. Chalkboard stuff, all kinds of things. Just, it's so great. And you know it's for learning only. You might label it or put a rubber band around it or something like that. But I had one for each kid, color-coded, so they knew whose was whose, or you could just do like 2 colors maybe. But I also gave these out to all of my students. We call them Whack-It Rackets, which in hindsight might not have been a good choice, but they loved it. Every time I brought it out, it just showed energy. It was like, oh, we get to have fun. We know when these come out, I get to move, and part of my learning is moving. If you have really competitive kids, you just give 2 kids the rackets at a time, and the third kid is the one that calls out the words. Or if you only have 2 kids, one kid calls out stuff, and the other 2, you and your child play with it. You can do it by yourself, where the kid has just got the fly swatter, and for sight words, you say the word, they touch it, or things like that. This also works with flashlights. So if it's dark in your room, you just turn off all the lights in a bedroom or in a closet or whatever. You can do this with flashlights, with flashcards, Spanish flashcards, and you use a flashlight to point at it as well. That doesn't work with competition because you can't tell whose flashlight got to the word first. But with Smack It Rackets, whenever you have 2 kids hitting the same word, it's very easy to see, right? This one's on bottom, so we know who won. So I got these for $1, not even $1. But at the grocery store or at the dollar store, you can get them all different kinds. I don't like the ones with the metal in it because they can poke through, so try to find a full plastic one, which are cheaper anyhow, and then just use it for all kinds of anything to either point something out from math facts, presidents, timeline issues, before or after. You could write yes or no on it for giving opinions. This has been such a great thing. You can stick things to it and make little puppet shows. So in Spanish, in historical events, I love my Smack It Racket. This is my last one. I've given them all away because they were so useful. I love gifting them to some of my favorite students, and it's their favorite thing. So go buy a couple of fly swatters and make it a special learning tool. That don't use it for flies, because that's gross. Okay. Third best tool for homeschooling. Fly swatters.